So while there were many fantastic films in 2024, we also had our fair share of pretty bad ones, and unfortunately some of these films flopped so bad that I wish I could take back my time, but unfortunately I can't. In today's video we are going to be talking about the worst films of 2024. Now, I'm going to very quickly say this. Honorable mentions in this film, I have not seen these films, so it is going to be a bit of an unfair opinion. However, the reason why I'm stating this is simply because I've heard so many people say that these two films in the honorable mentions were absolute garbage. I'm just going to kind of point it out there. I'm just going to say, hey, listen, these are what my, friends and people have said. There you go. I do feel that this video is going to be quite a short one, to be honest, but we'll still get through it. We'll still talk about some main points and main films, and here we go. The first one, and I feel like a lot of you guys will probably agree with this, is Madame Web. This film was not good, by all means. When you take into consideration that this is a Marvel film, you expect it to be top of the line, top notch, very good, lots of action, a good storyline, good character development, and this film had exactly the opposite of that. This film was an awful movie for a Marvel movie. You expect it to be 10 times better, but truth is, it ain't. This film just had like a lack of proper storyline, proper depth, and proper character development as well. It was kind of just mashed up and minced together. That's probably the best way to explain it. This film, I did not enjoy it whatsoever. This film, I think it was a good 2 hours long, and I felt as if I wasted those 2 hours. Here's the second one, and I do feel a little harsh saying this, but truth is, I expected it to be a lot better, and it wasn't. I've gone with The Crow. This film felt as if it, again, didn't have a proper storyline. It was kind of just there, and it was a lot of killing, but no proper storyline. And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, this film was kind of boring, actually. The only part that I enjoyed was the last 20-25 minutes, something like that, where it actually got a little bit more interesting, where, there was a kind of like, I think it was like a full-on rampage of just killing people. That is it. That's the only part of the film that I actually enjoyed. Now, this is probably the best of the worst. I've gone with Salem's Lot. Considering this is a film adaptation of a Stephen King book, you would expect it to be very, very good. In fact, this unfortunately just didn't really reach the potential that it could have. I'm not saying it's, a terrible film. When you expect it to be as good as it should have been, unfortunately, this film just wasn't, remotely close. This film kind of felt like it focused on jump scares rather than the actual storyline and character development, which is a bit of a shame, really, because, again, it's a Stephen King, kind of novel. You expect it to be good, but unfortunately, again, it just wasn't. And just kind of link into that, it kind of just didn't have the depth and the intensity that it should have had. It had the opportunity to be really, really good. Unfortunately, they didn't hit the nail on the head. And a recent film that I have actually reviewed is Presence. And that goes on this list as well. It's very difficult for me to say this, actually. But Presence, while the idea was good, as in the whole kind of seeing it from the ghost perspective, it was good. I like the idea. It's fresh. It's new. You don't really kind of see it. It just didn't transform for what it could have been. I kind of just feel like they focused on cinematography in this film and didn't really give much attention or love to the storyline and character development. And I think this is a recurring theme in these kind of films. You have to have a good storyline and a good character development for these films to actually be good. And unfortunately, this is just, again, one of those films where it just lacked that kind of depth and, integrity of character development and storylines. Yeah, this film got boring very, very easily. I mean, put it this way, I think it was about an hour and a half, running time, and I must have closed my eyes probably about 3 times. Genuinely, I was falling asleep, and that is a bad sign. When you're falling asleep in a cinema, that is a very, very bad sign. And part of me kind of wishes I never went to watch this film, because again, it was kind of just a bit of a waste of time. I feel harsh saying it. It is not nice to say, but truth is, they had the opportunity to make this film a lot more exciting, and, well, they didn't. What they should have done, take Paranormal Activity. That film has a lot of kind of wild, insane moments. What they should have done is made Paranormal Activity, but see it from the ghost perspective. Something like that, you'd probably get a 10 out of 10 film right there. I'm not gonna lie, that's a banging idea. And that is actually all my films. Apart from the 2 honorable mentions in which I did not watch these films, I've just been told that they've been absolute dog. We have Joker Folie à Deux. Now, I probably pronounced that incorrectly, but I don't really care. I've been told that this film is very just like depressing, and again, kind of just made no sense. That's what I've been told. If you guys agree, make sure to let me know in the comments, or if you disagree, again, let me know in the comments. Put something in the comments. That'd be really appreciated. And finally, we have Borderlands. Now, I've been told that this film was expected to be so much more, but just didn't hit the mark. A bit of a shame, really, because I know Borderlands is a massive game franchise, and you would expect it to be so much better, but apparently not. I should very quickly say I do work full-time, so I've not been able to watch every single film that came out in 2024, so there could have been some films that I have missed. If I've missed any that you think should be in this list, then make sure to leave it down in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and put the post notifications on. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.